nice and character strong. Lesson 12 is called What's Empathy? We'll do one truth and a wish. We'll view some empathy pincher prompts and go on to try it on. This lesson will define empathy. We'll be using empathy picture prompts to practice empathy by sharing, thinking, or caring. Discuss where we need more empathy in our school and how you'll go about being a part of that work. Reflect upon and practice developing character. Do the character dare process. Relationship building, a truth and a wish. We did this 2 weeks ago, where your teacher will have the opportunity to share a document so everyone can be writing in at the same time. Everyone will get 3 to 5 minutes to write down their name, followed by, in whatever order you want, a truth and a wish. Again, a wish is something that's not true, but you want it to be one day. Once everyone's written down their piece, the groups get together for 5 to 7 minutes to read through the document. Put one exclamation point next to the item under each name that you think is that person's wish. Once the voting has happened, start at the top of the document and have each person share their name and which one is the real wish. And if there's time at the end, people can share more about why they wish for what they wished for. Empathy. What is it? How do you define empathy? Where do you think that definition comes from? Dr. Jamil Zaki, he's a researcher at Stanford, says that empathy is actually made of 3 different skills: sharing, thinking, and caring. And he's actually written the book, The War for Kindness, which is highly recommended. When you think about each of these words as they relate to empathy, how would you define them? Through sharing, thinking, and caring. Sharing. What is it? Experience sharing is one element of empathy. When we see someone else having a strong emotion, it sometimes causes us to feel the same way. Thinking. When it comes to empathy and thinking is all about perspective taking. It's about trying to understand someone's inner life and picture how an event might affect them based on their reality and their needs. It's important to remember we can't really ever know what someone else is experiencing. So accurate perspective taking requires checking your perception with the person. Caring. Empathetic concern is how emotional understanding, sharing, and perceptive taking, thinking, can turn into kind action, caring. Once we have felt that someone is struggling and tried on their perspective, we can choose to act to help and alleviate their pain. Go ahead and pause the video now to pull out a piece of paper or use your journal and something to write with. Once you take out that piece of paper and something to write with, fold it into 3 even columns or draw to separate into 3 sections. Next, you're going to want to write sharing, thinking, caring at the top of each section. You'll use the next activity to prompt your reflections on what you think empathy looks like in different situations. Empathy picture prompts. You're going to go ahead as a class and choose 2 to 3 boxes from the boxes below to reveal different pictures. When the pictures appear on the screen, spend some time writing on your paper how you would empathize using sharing, thinking, and caring, and then go ahead and discuss. I'm going to go ahead and go through and show each of the images so that they're available on this video. I'm going to start for the first row, A1 through 5. and then I'll go through B 1 through 5. They'll go in order, so we're going to start with A1. Go ahead and pause if need to. And I'm going to go through each of these slides so you as the teacher can pause them, or student or parent, at any time you need to. A2, A3, A4, A5, B1, B2, B3, B4, B5. With whatever pictures were chosen, we're going to practice empathy. Use any or all of these questions to have a discussion. Talk about what you found hard in this activity when reflecting or writing about sharing, thinking, and caring. Where does our school need more empathy right now? And what role could you play in being part of the solution? What is something you learned about empathy today? Last week, you did a gratitude practice, where you were asked to come up with your own way to practice gratitude over the next week that takes you about 5 minutes or less each day. See how many days in a row you can put the practice into action. It was noted that the best way to get the benefits of gratitude isn't in one lesson plan. Gratitude is meant to be a habit we weave into the way we live our lives. Maybe grateful even become a word on your to-be list. Maybe grateful even becomes a word on your to-be list. Either way, try out a practice this week and see what sticks. Truth or dare? What do you think about the most recent dare? Dare, reflect on your experience with our most recent dare. Try it on. For this week, practice perspective taking by reading, watching, and learning about something for at least 10 minutes that is different than anything you would normally enjoy or agree with. Maybe it's watching a YouTube video about something you're not usually interested in, but you know other students at your school are. Maybe it's listening to a podcast about a topic that you normally don't think about. Whatever you choose, try to look at it and think about how another person might view this thing. You don't have to agree with it or enjoy it yourself to practice perspective taking. Today's quote: never believe you are above or below anyone. Keep a humble spirit. I hope you all enjoyed lesson 12. I look forward to hearing from you guys and learning from you guys as well. Have a great day, have a great week, and be well.